whole other thing. Oh man, I need to get that game going.
And we're live.
Oh, we're live again.
Gran Turismo.
We're gonna turn the button on.
It should work.
It works.
It should. It's got new batteries in it.
There we go. Now we're live.
It's dirty as hell. But
Gran Turismo 1 and 2 should be arriving at my house on Monday.
Nice.
I found somebody was selling both of them on eBay in like really good shape for $18.
I got two, the 4-pack because it's 4 freaking discs.
And I just got Metal Gear Solid for the PS1.
But I do have three A-spec. Then 4 is one of my absolute favorites. That's
4 is one of the best racing games of all time.
Cars in there, and then also like that is the first time we were able to do rallies and all that stuff on there, and that was just
hello.
Also, Gran Turismo just always did great with like the used car market part that they had on there. That there was cars that like you didn't see in the showroom. That like there's a whole
unicorn cars, just like Forza had unicorn cars.
List
they used
of
to have
cars.
That. I missed that. I missed that in those games.
Oh,
but anyway, we're not talking about games. Well, I mean, it has to do with cars, though.
Yeah.
But like, hi, we're Pints and Pistons.
Hello.
How's it going, everybody?
And we are we're one leg short.
Yeah.
Well,
Brian's not here.
technically, we're a leg up.
Hey, you're not wrong. We are a leg up on the competition
Does it
right
seem
now.
blurry?
And
I
we're
don't think
here.
it's that in. I think it might be the
We've all had, one of those weeks where we've all been respectively busy with crazy stuff.
It has been busy, and sorry guys, I haven't been posting at all on the page. Like, I just realized I haven't posted for like a month, so like, and I just posted yesterday about this, so it's been
And I've tried to like get on and do stuff. I've just been so jammed up with this whole new.
I was gonna say you got a whole new debacle of a dealership and all that.
Yeah.
Recall. We're circling. Why are we circling? Why are we circling?
It says excellent connection, but it's circling.
Successfully connected.
What's happening?
I don't know why. I paid the internet bill today.
Please hold. Well, the next Dell subscriber, you're trying. All right. Anyway, so you want to
there we go.
You want to hear about the Hyundai one real quick? Because it's not like kind of like fully done yet, but it's a funny one with what they say to do.
Sure, because the other one is a funny one of what is happening. So yes.
Hold on. What model is it on? Is it a Telluride by chance?
No, it's not a Telluride. It's the other SUV, the Sorento.
All right, that's fine. So, Hyundai has one on the Palisades right now that is initiated a stop sale.
Oh, Mustang has that actually.
For a certain year
right
Palisades, dealers are not supposed to sell them because the rear and the third row seats, the seat belts are spontaneously unlocking. So what they're telling customers to do is no shit to treat it like an amusement park ride. When you have passengers buckle in to yank on their seatbelt to make sure they stay buckled.
Now, please keep all hands and feet inside vehicle at all times, and thank you for running to bring bumper cars.
Oh my God! You have a
Diesel, bro.
He's actually
My 12 valve, bro.
He's moving too.
My 12 valve, bro.
That was a 24 valve.
My 12 valve, bro.
Pints and Pistons rock.
Hey Joe.
What's up, man? Don't buy them, I guess.
Yeah,
and,
so the Kia one is 21 to 23 Kia Sorento certain level SUVs. Currently, right now, you can use 1, 2, and 4 of your fan motor. Don't put it on level 3 because if you do, your car will burst into flames. I am not joking. I am not joking.
I've read it.
I know. That's been a thing with a broad variety of
Kias
and Hyundais
they
for a
have
while.
recalled. It is 36,000 and something of them because it's of a certain date range that the wiring harness was produced. That when you put it on level 3, because basically all it is a resistor that makes it to where, a fan motor, when you attach power to it, it goes one speed, but you gotta, resist it down. That creates heat. Put it on 3, that one ends up going and gets all melty, and in at least, I think it was 20-something cases, has lit the entire dashboard on fire.
Nice.
Now, there's been more cases of, melty connectors and all that stuff, but it was enough of a thing to where they have put out a full-on recall for it, and been like, don't put your air on number 3, use 1, 2, or 4, bring it in and we'll do this.
So, what's funny, too, speaking to my fellow Kia representative here,
But also,
go ahead.
it was a 99.96% success rate. So is that like the 0.04 failure rate? But that was enough to make it call for a recall.
Oh, yeah.
So that's actually good.
You've got to understand how
That's
recalls
actually good,
work
right,
nowadays.
Like,
So, if one car presents that problem, they're at the point now with these companies, like, they'll do a recall off of one car.
yeah.
Reason being is because after the Ford Pinto
Oh yeah.
and the Pinto memo,
and all-
yeah.
yeah.
these companies don't play.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, okay, one car burned down because it was on level 3 fan blower, time for a recall.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's funny about some of these recalls with Hyundai? So, how Tellurides eat sunroofs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have a recall with Hyundai for Palisades to stop that from happening.
Uh-huh.
But they don't have it with Kia.
Right.
With the same part number components.
They're different parts, though.
And another one, remember how the older V6s, the valve cover would leak into the alternator and toast the alternator?
Uh-huh.
They have a recall for that, too.
But it's different parts.
The same part numbers.
But it's different parts.
I don't
It's
get
a
it.
different car. So,
It's a different company.
it's a different company.
And yeah, the price differences. Holy crap. Holy
I
crap.
figured something out, by the way.
What?
So,
That's how they can afford recalls.
had to order a center cap for a wheel
Mm-hmm.
for an EV6.
Okay.
It was $50.
A little one?
One of the ones that covers all the lug nuts, but
Oh,
still,
okay.
it's a piece of plastic.
I was
Yeah,
thinking of like the little
$50
logo
for a center
Yeah.
cap with a logo on it.
Yeah.
That sounds like
That's why these
$15
cars
in
cost
the
so
real
much.
world.
So-
Yeah.
The center caps are $200 by themselves.
I had somebody call with a 18 Elantra wanting a key fob.
That's discontinued.
No. A key fob for an 18 Elantra.
$280.
$605.
That's disgusting.
Our average cabin filter is $85.
God dang.
What?
So all our cars have only one key to them
Right.
because
I'm just gonna
we
be
have
poor
not
for a long
like
time.
So the weird
we
thing
have
is
owned
like
the the GT86, wrong car, the GTCS for 11 years. One key because it was like $150 to get another key made.
Bro, on my
And,
02 Z28, I have one with the resistor on it that it's supposed to have for the bats, and that's my key, man. That
Why
is
do you
the
think when
only
I had
key
to
I've got.
when I had the Cobra, I never got another one because I had the same little fucking
Right?
thing in there.
Fuck bats.
And back in 2011, it was $250 to get that, and I'm like, no,
some
no.
of these people though, like
just
it
no.
it surprises me that they do the stuff. Like we had a Veloster come in that needed an engine, and it was under warranty, but it was like a really clapped out Veloster. And when the tech looked at it,
Which they are.
they must have hit something because the core support was bent in. It needed a radiator. Both the CV axles, boots are torn, leaking
They
everywhere.
did that leaving the dealership loud.
Tie rod ends were jiggling around. Front struts were both blown to crap. It needed 4 tires, and the lady was just like, "Yeah, do it all." And like this is like it's a 13 Veloster with like 170,000 miles. That's like 4 different colors and falling apart.
But it's under warranty.
And she
Here's-
no.
Oh,
The engine
okay.
was all this stuff. It was like $6,000 worth of work, and she was just like, "Let's do it." And it just I see this keep happening. These people dump money in these cars.
I can explain that. But it's $6,000 to fix all that, and at that point, she's got a safe, reliable vehicle to drive down the road in,
Yeah,
right?
I mean it's better than a down payment on a new car.
The
Baby.
$6,000,
or
or it's
even
a down
$6,000
payment on a
into a
brand new
13
car
something else.
with a $700 a month car payment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, or that, like, just the whole concept
Just-
of even taking.
We're
$6,000
in
right
the
now to
part
buy
of
a
the economy where
2013
I
something
get to
you can
win
trust.
all the
Nah.
time.
So with that, new motor, right? Because that's what it was
Yep.
getting, new
Yeah,
motor.
new motor.
So congratulations, you have a 2013 with a brand new motor that can go for another 178,000 miles.
And,
Exactly.
and it was
another 12 years.
For-
like, that's
it was a wiggly
Ford.
stick. She also did clutch and flywheel and sleeves and
Oh,
motors,
Ford.
too.
For
Yeah.
$6,000, congratulations, you have a brand new 2013 that you just
Yeah,
got.
spend the $1,500 on it to get it sprayed one color if you really need it. And,
And,
There
and
you go.
also, the
Yeah.
amount
There you
of
go.
manual Velosters out there
Can
is
you believe
mind-boggling.
Those were a popular
We've been
Veloster.
seeing
Popular
so many of
Veloster
them.
was popular to get the manual.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab
Yep.
us.
Thank you, sir.
But yeah, no, that is
And-
actually, now that you're saying that, I think they made the right choice.
And
on that.
we had a
I
cool
really
one
do.
too. We had a little old lady come in with a 05 Accent Coupe with a 5-speed manual on it.
Nice.
And it needed. It's been interesting with some of these Hyundais, like just the differences, because like Kia was there for 10 years, and a lot of part numbers are kind of same, but like just the other like quick subtle differences are very peculiar.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you can be Brian tonight.
Yay! Like you have to.
If he fucking break that glass, he'll fucking kill you.
Like, you have to take pictures of everything. Like, any warranty part, literally any, doesn't matter what it is,
Yep.
you have to have photos of it on, off the car, all that stuff and
Yep.
everything for it to go through.
Also, I just realized both the beers that I have are exactly the same thing. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
I do like these little accents. specifically.
Yeah, it's that body style. It was
Yeah.
like a blue one, and it was a 5-speed manual!
Bro, and you know what's crazy is that the 1.6 liter at 104 horsepower with a 5-speed is the same kind of specs that my Del. Well, no. Yeah, my Del Sol did have a little more horses.
Oh, it
But
was,
from 93.
Yeah.
Oh, front-wheel drive, it's
speaking
a
of,
fun little car.
speaking of some, like, kind of lowish horsepower stuff, one of my Facebook friends, which I haven't gotten to meet him yet because we haven't toured, is only making 235 wheel horsepower, and
That's-
they
That's
got
respectable.
Yeah.
well, they got it to where it's running low 12s in the quarter,
Nice.
like almost 11s,
in an Escort.
with 235 wheel horsepower. That's it.
Right?
So that thing
Like-
is Swiss cheesed inside. It is
Oh,
totally
definitely,
gutted.
yeah.
They've
It-
drilled.
it's-
They've cut holes in
That's
everything.
he's done so much weight reduction. It's literally meant just for that.
Yeah.
But like the last pass he made, he ran like a 12-1 or something. And I'm like,
Congratulations, guys! It's officially cool weather out, which means it's
Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Oktoberfest!
Oh, this is cool.
This is really cool.
Florida Ave.
So, just to let you
I have
know,
to show this on
even our
TV.
next,
Oh, it's like Mario.
even our next one is another Oktoberfest. Spoiler alert.
Super Mars and Bros.
But that's why I got.
I'm excited.
Listen,
Funnily enough, I also have a Marzen to bring for next episode.
it's that time.
Brother, all month long we gonna be
Listen,
drinking Marsens.
I spent $60 at Total
Oh my
Wine,
God.
and I almost got. There was a dill pickle beer that I really wanted to get. Yes.
Please don't do that to me.
No, I trust me. I almost did.
Please no. Do we have a read in on this?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Nope.
I
Surgeon General's warning.
No read in. We just got Florida Avenue Brewing Company's
And
Super
we're-
Marzen Bros.
we're familiar with
Oktoberfest
old
Lager
Florida.
So it's
beer.
one of those. Both of these, well, this one and then our other one are from breweries that we've had
there
before.
we go. Can't really smell it 'cause
Just
of the
once,
foam.
but I saw it and I'm like, oh my god, Oktoberfest, and I'm like, oh, it's Super Marzen Bros. And I'm like,
Take a whiff from the can.
oh yeah, the can smells great.
I got nothing.
He said,
I wish I could smell things.
Slancha, probs,
Chin chin.
chin chin.
Hopefully you can taste it,
Salud.
because everybody, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
It
is
makes me happy.
Oktoberfest.
Yay!
It is Oktoberfest time, and
Ooh,
It's
pretzels!
October.
Oh, it's the pretzel!
Pretzels! That makes me so happy.
And so the thing that happened
It's
was
got the rock salt from the pretzels.
it does have it. Hey Rick, how's it going?
Hello, Rick.
I almost bought. Well, Sabrina almost made me buy it again, but I told her no because I had also just spent
What?
$60.
Hold on. Zach's traumatized, I think. I don't know.
I don't like how it hits, like when you sip it, but the pretzels afterwards is really nice.
You don't
And
like
I-
Oktoberfest?
I'm
Listen,
You
he's
don't
not like us.
Oktoberfest?
He's still
yeah,
new to this.
Yeah, like I don't drink
So,
beer
can I give you a
often.
tip?
This is
Try
the-
something different. Don't sip,
Just chug.
gulp.
You don't do
Gulp-
it. There you go.
gulp,
there you
don't
go.
go on the
There you
center
go.
of your
Well,
tongue.
I mean, you
Okay,
don't have to
you're-
do a whole entire
Yeah,
thing.
you don't have
But
to gulp the whole thing, but take a big gulp and then swallow it.
All right, I can appreciate that more than just a sip. or the first 2 sips, but then the pretzel
Because at that
afterwards
point
is the
you
first
get
two
you
I
get
like it.
you
The-
get caramel pretzel,
Okay.
caramel pretzel.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
I found a
Drink
way.
faster.
Yeah.
Understood.
I'm glad you're doing great
exactly.
tonight, Rick.
So I ended up spending $60 at Total Wine because I got a whole bunch of other stuff in that, but they did end up having the mini keg again. Remember that wonderful mini keg that I got? So, like the Heineken mini keg?
Yeah,
Well, they end up having I forgot what brand it was, but it's the full-on German Marzen mini keg. That's only $33.
That's not bad.
When you break down to how many 16-ounce pints are in there, it equals to less than $1 a beer.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
It is.
Yeah.
It is wonderful, and it fits perfectly in the outside fridge, and it has a little tap. You just bring your cup and you go,
It tastes like I'm
Okay.
eating pretzels.
and it never gets flat. It doesn't get flat because it's not like it's adding air. It just dispenses it.
No, Brian had to have a medical procedure performed earlier, so.
Well, no, he didn't.
Well,
It ended up getting
it ended
canceled.
up getting canceled, but it was it was too late of a time, so he was not able to come tonight. But he's okay.
Brian's fine. Yes,
It's
no, it's
normal-
nothing,
normal
no,
stuff.
normal
It
stuff.
will
Normal
be
one-legged
his story
man
to
stuff.
tell. when he
Regular
tells it.
maintenance.
Yeah.
He's in the shop for maintenance.
Regular maintenance.
He needed to get some.
No warranty
springs.
work today, but
Oh,
His front shocks were just.
old checking the oil.
His front shocks were done. They needed to do a tire rotation, and
I did an oil change today.
Oh, did you know?
I did. I needed one. I was
we
due.
did one in the expedition in the Mustang, and the Mustang apparently has an oil leak that it's either the drain plug with. So we put a new crush washer on there, or it's a rear main seal. We don't know.
It's
I don't
rust.
care.
It's rust preventative. That's
They're like,
all
hey,
it
it's
is.
covered underneath here with oil. I'm like,
That's
cool.
bro. That's a Ford. It's
Yeah.
not leaking oil. That is a feature. That is the external engine lubrication system.
Listen, that was the only car until now that I've had that's never leaked oil. So they're like, have you noticed any spots anywhere? I'm like, no. They're like, what about a smell? I'm like, I got no cats or mufflers. I smell everything. I smell everything. They're like, you haven't smelled oil? I'm like, no, I smell gas and that. Why do you smell gas? Because I got no cats and I got no mufflers.
I'm
I
just-
smell
Really
everything.
not that way. I smell oil stronger sometimes than other times, but I really only check for smoke under the hood, and that does
It's one of
happen on
those, I
occasion.
don't get concerned until I smell like an electrical or a rubber belt smell.
Yeah.
And then I have to move
Yeah.
from the car in front of me and make
Right,
sure
it
it's
wasn't
not,
them.
it's not me.
All right,
I'm like,
no, we're
okay.
good. They're talking back and forth. I'm doing my oil change today, and Nick comes out and he starts walking over, and I was like, oh! And I frantically started spraying bright clean all under my car, and I was like, you don't see any leaks, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, just to clean it up, and he's like, what do you want me to see? And I'm like, it leaks everywhere.
Yeah.
So I found out too, my rack is not leaking. My high pressure hose to my rack is leaking, which I
Now, is yours all Hydro Boost? Or?
it's just like regular power steering,
Okay.
but
So it's not, like how
Porsche.
it's not like how the Cobra was, where it was.
No,
it was
well,
the
it
power
has
steering was
it
run
has
off the
like
brake
it
system.
has an extra pump though. Porsche
Okay.
calls it Servotronic something,
Okay.
but I took the line off and the copper washer on it was like toasted.
Oh shit.
So I put a new copper washer on it and I bled the system and put new power steering fluid in
Good.
it. I will see.
Mm.
I think we're good because it literally was dripping on the ground and I thought it was oil, but I was like, it's a weird spot.
Yeah.
And then I did the whole number and I was like, ew, that's like hydraulic fluid, like power steering.
You gotta taste it. You gotta
Taste
figure
test
out.
it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
You know, but-
And people, they're like, you really just dipped your finger in. I'm like, yeah.
bro, you gotta
And
know
they're
what
like,
fluid it is.
Yeah.
If it's
You-
black, it could be several different
You
fluids.
can taste a difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
It might have just took a couple months off my life by that, but you know what? I can figure out if it's oil.
But I was
if
gonna
it's-
live to 120, so I'm fine.
Well, no, those are those months at the end where you're like invalid in a nursing home.
Just-
So
Nobody
it's fine.
wants those
You
anyway.
want those off anyway.
yeah, like,
Yeah, no, it's like no. I can tell. Like no, that's it. Because it hits the ground, it's a dark color. Is it oil? Is it rear gear fluid? Well, that you can smell. That smells like Taco Bell. Like you can tell the difference between stuff and that. Just don't taste brake fluid. That doesn't taste good.
yeah, that's a
Brake fluid's really bitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very,
It literally-
And it doesn't go away.
No.
That's one
No,
of those
it
flavors that
stays.
hangs out.
It sticks to the
does.
roof of your mouth.
Yep.
sticks to, it's not even the tongue. It sticks to the roof of your mouth, and you're like, now.
And then every time you breathe in,
yeah, and you're like, yeah.
Unrelated, but related, but
I'm
unrelated.
so happy people understand that when I say that.
In the coming weeks, I'm gonna have a special visitor.
Oh.
Santa Claus?
That's,
Well, in the coming weeks.
yeah.
No,
okay.
my comrade who purchased the Speed 3.
Oh,
He's
hey.
coming up to visit.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
We'll drink to that.
I get to go do ripperoo on the Speed 3.
Oh.
He's like, I'll let you drive it. I was like, yay!
Has he
I
done
miss
anything
it.
else to it? Or
Nope,
no?
just maintenance.
Fuck yeah.
It had a couple things go wrong with it. Like one thing I should have kind of seen in hindsight. After installing that tubular exhaust manifold, I should have heat shielded it because it ended up making the heater hose junctions crack, and they both
Now,
broke.
were they plastic?
Yeah, and they both broke. And
Well, don't even feel bad about that. I mean, that fucking shit broke on the fucking Expedition within a couple months of owning it.
And then
And it's a
unfortunately,
common issue. Why the fuck do you make that shit out of plastic? I don't understand.
the ABS module, I guess, has gone into panic mode with the car, and it's really expensive even finding a used one. But he said, like, if you don't go past half position on the brake pedal, it's fine. But if you go past that, it just activates ABS.
There's an easy fix for that.
Pull the fuse.
Pull the
Yeah,
fuse
that's what I told him
and
to do.
ABS. You mean bitch brakes?
Yeah, so I told him to just pull the fuse. But other than that, he also doesn't drive a lot too. He literally lives like 2 miles from where he works.
Oh,
He
wow.
walks half the time. So other than that, he hasn't
Pull
had
ABS.
any
You don't
other
need it.
problems with it. So that's why I told him to pull the ABS fuse.
You know, my 03 was the first car I ever had that had ABS.
My Camaro
Yeah.
doesn't have
Yeah.
ABS. It says ABS off all the time on the light.
No.
There's a button for the.
What
the
Mike say?
buttons
I
and
can't
stuff,
see.
but-
Is an O-ring.
Is it an O-ring that's leaking on the hose? No.
Yeah, that's. I think that's what it was. It was like it was a
Crush
copper
washer.
washer. Yeah. So I replaced it, and like I said, we'll see if it drips out anymore.
Throw some Lucas in there.
I have the Lucas power steering
Yeah.
fluid with the stop leak stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I put in there.
Throw that
so.
shit in there.
It even said it was Euro compliant and Porsche compliant. So I was like, because who knows?
If-
It's probably special crazy shit.
If your car has a problem, Lucas.
Lucas has a solution for it.
Yeah.
Your trans slipping?
Lucas.
No, but I am getting a funny clunking sound, and I don't know what it is. And I fear it's like my drive shaft, my front one.
Money.
Is it your rear diff? Lucas.
It's coming from the front, and it's like only if you let off the gas and let off the brake and press the gas too quick, you hear like a click, almost like a CV axle click.
It's probably a CV axle.
It's
then.
not. My CV axles are fine. I've replaced both of them.
Transfer case?
Front
Front diff.
Hey, you replace the axles?
Yeah,
Check the bolts.
fair. I'll check the bolts.
Check the axle bolts and see if they're tight.
Because that's the thing. It's a hub axle too. It's not like a spline axle. It's a hub that goes on and you bolt it on to the front
I
diff.
know where you're going with
Check
this.
those.
We're gonna be pulling a trailer someday. Please pull and check your axles.
I'll check them. I gotta work tomorrow anyway, so.
I've got access. I've got
But in
access
a
to a van that
and-
can pull
and-
both.
So please check the axles.
I just got a van too. No,
Otherwise, we can use the Expedition. Just we need to use your balls.
Trans-
Not your-
Well,
Well then.
regardless of towing a car, I'll be here. The transfer case was replaced at Porsche of San Diego with a brand new one at 160,000 miles. So that should be fine. And when I had it up in the air today, I checked the fluid in the transfer case. It was still clean and still full. Because I've been wondering what it was, but the axle that goes to the front diff, like, it's got like a weird kind of like, almost like a constant velocity joint at the front.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't ripped, but it kind of looked like it was stretched. And when I grabbed the front axle, I like wiggled it, and it wiggled a tiny bit. But I don't know if it was like too much play for what's supposed to be there. But it's like every once in a while, if
Check.
I go on the gas too hard, I hear it a little, and it's a little like just from the front.
So how much wiggle was there? A decent bit.
So like about the
Well, yeah. No.
This
it,
much?
It wasn't that. It is also Porsche and German engineering. There shouldn't be any.
That's what I was gonna
I
say.
do agree with your statement.
There
probably-
shouldn't be
there
any.
probably shouldn't be
Now,
any.
if it was any other manufacturer, that's probably within spec.
Yes.
Right. If it was a Kia, I'd be like, clunk, clunk, clunk. That's
Good. That's factory.
That's right.
She goes down the road.
I'm still fixated on getting a Macan. I just need to wait a few more months till some other stuff's paid off, and I think I'm
brother.
going to trade in for a Macan.
Brother, if you wait a year, you can buy a Macan.
That's
It's so good.
I think I might just wait,
good.
like,
Dude, and I'm saying, and once you buy it, you can do all.
I know,
you
and it's
have,
like,
you
I
can
just-
have the fucking.
I want something I could fuck
and
with.
that you can right.
Yeah,
But
like,
then
not
you
like
can
this.
do that on something that sits there for when you drive it on weekends.
So remember that other Cayenne that we saw when we were on the way back when we had the mini bike?
The silver GTS.
so-
yeah.
That same model, body kit, everything,
Yeah.
a white one went by my work at about 11 o'clock this morning.
Really?
Yep, I was on my way to another, I saw it, and it had the same
That
body
was,
kit.
That was
and that.
GTS then,
Like,
or
because
turbo.
I know the
you remember
first gens
Mhm.
without them. No, it was that
Nice.
full body kit, all that.
Yeah,
going by, and I was like, oh,
some guy
okay.
Some guy went to the bank where Paige works at a few weeks ago, and she saw him pull up, and she's like, "Oh, you have a Cayenne?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know." And she goes, "My husband has a Cayenne." And he's got a red 09 GTS with 48,000 miles on it. And I
nice.
saw him in traffic, and like we stopped at the stoplight next to each other on Norville Bryant and Lacano Highway, and I looked over and I waved at him, and he waved back, and he rolled his window down, and I rolled mine down, and I was like, "Nice Cayenne, man." I said, "I like the GTS," and he goes, "Your wife works at the bank, doesn't she? She told me you have a gray Cayenne with an exhaust on it." And I was like, "Yes, it's awesome." And he's like, he said, "So you have the 4.8, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "And what you just take the muffler off?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said,
Because some of those have the 4.8
"Yeah,
also?
because that GTS has
Has the
the
4.8.
4.8." And he
Okay.
said, "I think I might have to do that with mine." He's like, "Where'd you get it done?" I said, "Rods." And then the light went green, and we went on our separate ways. And I hope that soon I will see a red
There's a
Cayenne
second one.
GTS with
See,
a loud
and
exhaust.
I
It
love
sounded like a damn Hemi.
I love that body set, like with
Ooh.
that body kit and all that, and
Oh,
the
they-
wheels,
those
like
look
that looks, it
Ignorant.
looks so
and
good.
you could get the GTS with
With
the
a
4.8 with a manual.
So there's currently a red one, a bright red one on Bring a Trailer. So there
I
was
don't want to know because that white one sold for over 120 grand. That was
there was
ignorant.
also the green one too that sold.
Oh.
There's a red
That was
one
like
now
the
on there.
109 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
That was insane.
Just-
Yeah,
well, just 'cause it's a manual.
There's a red one on there now. That's the same way. And
That's
I'm
what
like,
his looks like. Is that red?
Oh.
It's a pretty. And I'm not a red person. It is a very.
It's a tasteful red.
Deep, like very pearl red. It's nice.
And his has the Alcantara like chocolate interior.
Well, that's perfect.
Oh,
That's
that's so good.
I
perfect for
love that color on with leather seats.
Oh, it's
Oh,
perfect.
That like
I
chocolate
love-
brown.
I
Just
love
looks so
that
nice.
luxury cars get old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I can't afford a $150,000 car, but I'll tell you what, when they get down to 15K, I'm gonna look at them real hard.
Yep.
You know,
The, the Macan I'm looking at, it's 14K for that Macan. It's got 80,000 miles. It's a twin turbo V6,
Mhm.
and it's clean.
Yeah. Also, Mike, I saw your thing pop
Sorry,
up.
Mike.
No. Yes. No. Yes. I'm not speaking anything into fruition or tuition or.
I don't even know what
You
just
don't want to
happened.
curse it.
What
Yes,
happened?
that-
What was the
that-
question?
Yeah, what
No,
just
no,
happened?
no,
Don't worry
you're-
about it,
no,
don't
you're
worry
good.
about
You're
it.
good.
Or
You're
past
good.
it? Okay.
Because this has been a thing. So possibly Sunday.
Oh, that thing, yes.
Possibly Sunday.
And if it happens, you'll see pictures with a Porsche pulling a thing.
Gonna say, guy actually stopped by the house today. Dan actually waved him down
As
and
I was
realized he was
speaking
going
about
by.
it,
because-
I was like, "That's him, isn't it?" And I
Yeah.
I
waved.
can't confirm.
Because our communication hasn't been the best. So
And then we
like
could
he,
go
wa-
on the project,
he waved
getting
him
it going.
down, and we think we have stuff set up. So, but again, as Brian said, don't cross your fingers, don't dot your I's, cross your T's, and all that. But hopefully, because oh god damn, I've been so stressed about this fucking car. Anyway,
I don't know about that. Yeah, we're on the same. Yeah.
Yes, I didn't think of it.
I hope so. I
I
hope
hope
so.
so.
Because I hope so, and I hope that we can fuck with it and get it going. I really need to get rid of my BMW too. on
Oh,
top of
yeah.
that.
You still have the BMW?
You-
Have we driven it in anger yet?
no, because you know what he needs to
Dude,
do.
No, it's on
honestly,
jack stands.
He needs
You know
to
what?
put dualies on
No,
it.
you know what you need to do
It's
is
on
you
jack
need to
stands.
start driving it.
and put
no,
dualies on
No,
it.
put the tag on it, start driving it, and put the for sale sign in it, and let it sell itself.
It
that
runs
way.
like poo-poo still, and I still have it on jack stands and still haven't finished
Don't
fixing
most
it.
Why does it
BMW
still
hold
run
on,
like
hold on,
poo-poo?
hold on. Don't
My-
most BMWs run like poo poo and on jack
This one
stands?
runs like, yeah, you're right. So my current running theory after I fixed everything that was causing it to run like poo-poo is that it's low on oil, because when they get low on oil, they go into limp mode.
Uh-huh.
And it was acting like it was in limp mode, and I pulled the dipstick, and there was like almost nothing on the dipstick. So I put it up on jack stands to do an oil change, and that was 3.5 months ago.
For an oil change, brother, I'll bring the oil.
I have it. I have the oil. I got
You
a brand new
what
drain
the
pan.
fuck?
Hey,
No.
hey,
I even got cardboard in the car, I got
can't,
everything.
I can't blame him for that because it's been 9 months
Well-
and doing a clutch job,
Okay,
and the
but
car's
two-
almost
2
all the way
months
back
ago,
together.
You did start working every day of the week, so like, okay, like I get
And
that.
I
but,
also
like,
I need to
I
have
understand that.
I need to have Brett come back to my house too, because even though I am a bug lover and spider lover, I have an abundance of brown widows at my house.
Oh, hell
And
no.
and
So,
they
I'm
have
pretty
they
sure-
have like taken over the BMW. There is probably 20
yeah,
brown
no,
widows
no,
living under
and
the
I
BMW.
understand him. I understand him with that because I'm pretty sure that's what bit me on the 86, and which the hole in my back is finally closed up. Oh, you missed all of that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you had a gnarly.
It's
Oh my
finally
gosh.
closed up. Let me
Still got-
see. It's fine. It's finally closed up.
Oh!
Yeah,
I got
brown
pictures
widows
later.
will do you just as bad as black widows.
I got pictures later. It was gnarly. That was 3 weeks of hell
Uh-huh.
for me.
And the bad part is brown widows don't. They have like the hourglass on their belly or whatever, but like when you look at them from up top, they don't look like anything crazy.
And I have them all in my garage.
So you
and
remember
all
the
that.
RX-7?
Yeah.
Okay, the RX-7 got taken over by Black Widows. Here's how you deal with it.
You like the
You gotta
like
get
the
a,
front tire.
a car cover that will cover the whole car and drape down to the ground.
And you bomb it.
And you just bomb
Just bomb
the
it.
ever-loving hell out of it.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna have
seal
to.
that bad boy up, you dump 3 or 4 bombs under it, and you let it sit there for like a week fumigating.
Yeah.
That's the only way to get
I'm gonna
rid
have
of
to,
it.
and like the crappy part is like, you know, I'm like an advocate for life for creatures and shit. I have handled tons of brown widows on my property, but the thing is when you go to reach up somewhere, if there's one you can't see and you put pressure on it, that's when they bite.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be reaching up to like do something and
get bit.
So-
get bit or lay on one and get bit or something like that.
that was my when I filled up the trans.
Uh-huh.
It was that.
Yeah, you probably laid it,
that.
and like it's.
I laid on
It's
one.
I just like it. It sucks.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
does. But I literally just need to do an oil change and see if it runs good. And if it doesn't run good, then I'm very scared that something's wrong with the engine, because I did the plugs. I did a couple coils. all that crap, yeah.
What do you mean? It has a perfect running engine, and we're gonna sell it on marketplace.
It's got cold AC. It's got a radio. It drives
We're,
fine.
we're gonna scub that out.
Just,
Now,
it
now.
resprayed about a year and a half
I know
ago.
a way to find out if the engine's bad.
Start it.
Start it up, red line for a good time, baby.
Well, that's the thing is like
We'll find out real quick.
it doesn't like knock or smoke or nothing. So
How much is
Just
part-
doesn't wanna
hold
give
on,
all its
hold
power.
on, hold on. How much is a parts car of that worth compared to what you bought it for? I'm not asking for what you bought it for, but could you make money on selling it,
it being
as
a parts car,
car?
I actually probably could. I've been seeing people selling parts cars for like
Just
2K.
know that's a backup. Just know
Yeah.
that's a backup. Just
I mean,
just know
I
that's a
won't make
backup.
as much money as I want to make off of it. 'cause-
Understand
That's
that.
close to breaking even at like the
Understand
15K mark.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say I'm like 15 to 16 into it with
You'll
the
be
car
fine.
and parts. I
Like,
think I'll
he
be
can
fine
always
too.
get his money out of the car, but like I do think that car, whatever it
Well,
does
and-
need, it can't be much.
Well,
and
and
you
Nate's
can still,
Nate's
like-
starting to like it more, and he's gonna need a car soon. And I kind of want to just fix it and have him drive it.
have him fix it. Have him figure it out, and he will have so much love for that vehicle that he spent so many hours in that he won't roll his first one.
I'm
need
sorry,
him.
but-
I need him to drive to school every day though.
Not a BMW. I'm sorry, you can't. Especially that.
Oh, he
gear,
really
like,
wants an EK Civic. Like
Yeah.
really
As a
bad.
former BMW owner, I agree with
I was
this.
gonna say
Like-
Elon
like
Musk's
what-
first car
no.
was a Beamer that he took care of. Look at him now.
Yeah, but look at also how much money his parents had. So you got to look at it
I know
on.
you don't have emerald mines.
You got no, but the you want an older Civic.
Yeah.
You can literally get a shell, get a D15, throw that in
Well,
there for $25. You have that bitch running.
Well,
Am I wrong?
That's really
it ain't
true.
even that.
Am I wrong? Like
The kid, like, not even being into cars like I am, just spoke the most, like, logical things I've heard, whatever his generation's called. He said, it's cheap to insure, it's cheap to do maintenance on, it's cheap on gas, and it's cheap to modify. And I was like, brother, good
Yeah,
job.
welcome to Honda Civics,
good
bro.
job.
All right, I'm gonna grab another beer. Then we need to go into our dually topic that I made a wonderful thumbnail for.
You mean Sabrina, our manager, made the thumbnail. Our manager, Sabrina.
No, I made it. She just told me 2 things to point out.
Oh,
I couldn't
okay.
Figure out
All right.
how to save the picture.
I've been wanting to do that for an hour.
He said.
Sabrina said she made it.
Sabrina made it.
Yeah, Sabrina made it. You gotta finish that. There's another beer coming out.
I know.
Hurry
I'm
up.
going to.
I finished mine. That's
He didn't even like it. He finished his.
Stop
What the hell?
Yelling at me.
I'm not yelling.
We beat Mortal Kombat 3 the other day.
I'm not yelling.
Nice.
This
It
is
took
just
3
the
of
way I
us.
talk. Haven't you seen my movies? Deep Blue Sea? A shark ate me. A fucking shark.
It took 3 of. I'm sorry, 3 of you. You
Bro,
got,
you know
one
how
guy
hard
the
that is on the
stick?
arcade machine? No, we had to take turns.
Oh, okay. I
So-
thought you had like one guy on the stick.
No,
two guys on
I got into
on
the
buttons.
debug menu and I put it on very easy because of how hard it was. It was still fucking hard. It
So
took-
as Sabrina
Ooh.
just said, no, I made the thumbnail. I couldn't figure out how to log into her account for the thing, and then also there's like no save button. She's like, no, you gotta do this, 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 and this.
That's so cool. It's paper too, isn't it? Oh, that's really cool. It's biodegradable.
That's nifty. I
This
like
is
that.
so we.
Look at that, Chris.
It's good for the planet.
That's cool.
So we've had in company because I thought they were.
They should be married.
why does
Alright.
what is he's a German person
Mountain
with
goat.
a goat head?
So this is from Dania Beach, Florida.
Where the hell is Dania Beach?
I don't
Florida?
know.
I don't know.
idea.
We got a lot of beaches in this
But
state.
no read in. This is Three Sons Brewing Company's Fest beer.
Yeah.
Dania Beach, Florida.
Also, we are buffering again.
Oh, that one's that one's very lagery
Yeah.
smelling.
It do be.
Oh, so I couldn't pour all of
All
it.
right,
into
well,
my
you know,
glass,
in
so.
proper Germanness, Probst.
So again, this isn't an Oktoberfest.
Chin
this
chin.
is a fest
Cool.
beer.
That's a lager.
Yep.
That's a German lager right there. That's good.
You know,
Oh, that last
Ooh.
one. That last one. If you have any left in there, make sure
has it got floaties?
you're gonna get a
Oh,
dark
wow.
pour, and
Yeah, I love floaties. It tastes like
that's where all the flavors at.
not for nothing. Tastes like a lager I drink at a fest.
Yeah. So this is what the mini keg tastes like. It's this.
Oh, that's lovely.
I can get down with that.
All right, where's Dania Beach?
It
Florida?
makes
I
me
didn't
want
know.
some brats.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can,
Some brats, sauerkraut,
Yeah, I could fuck with some brats.
some
and that right
really
there.
good horseradish mustard.
Okay. I can dig it.
Yeah.
That's just
In a
good.
big old bun. Like the
No,
one that
the-
really
a
sops everything out. you know what
No,
I'm saying?
pretzel bun.
Dania,
fuck,
You're
yeah,
doing it. You're doing a
okay,
pretzel bun.
alright.
You're doing a
Dania,
pretzel bun with it.
Dania Beach is just north of Miami.
Oh,
Oh. You're Amy.
so
Am I? It's like the old wives' tale. There was a settler who came to Florida, and they were walking through a field, and they stepped in cow poo-poo, and the other guy said, "Hey, you're stepping in cow poo-poo," and he said, am I? And that's how Miami was named.
Aren't you from Urami?
I am.
Oh.
That's probably
anyway,
not, that's not even true, I don't think. I don't
So- the no prep guys, we always know.
We don't prep for anything.
We know that the no prep guys are absolutely insane when it comes to rule bending, all this stuff, which anyone who can be that fast on an unprepped surface, you gotta bend your rules around and all that. They go into their very gray area. Very gray area. And most of them are no time, all that, just going off of don't jump, who gets there first
Yep.
wins. So their newest thing So recently, Cletus hosted I think it's like the third or fourth annual rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive no prep shootout. All-wheel drive has always been the dominant, knocking all of rear-wheel drive out very early and all that. Understandable. All-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive and no prep. That. This time they decided, hey, to make it a little bit fair for the no prep guys, we're going to allow, because before they didn't allow water burnouts. It was just dry burnout and all that. So they allowed them to do water burnouts, which was a huge thing. It helped them out a lot. It was able to help them scuff their tires into the right way, not haze them over, all that. And then he allowed, because everybody was like, well, you own the track, you do so many test hits and all that. He's like, well, I paid multiple millions of dollars to own this track, so if you want to do a test hit, it's $500. That $500 goes into the pot. So originally it was a $20,000 payout. Every test hit that you make is $500. It goes into the pot.
Right.
Ended up being a $43,000 pot because people made so many tests. It also laid down extra rubber and all that, so it was a good thing to do. We had two guys that were like, hey, I'm allowed to use this 26-inch small tire. Didn't say how many 26-inch small tires I'm allowed to use. It's still rear-wheel drive. You guys are four-wheel drive. You got 4 tires in this. I'm going to do that too, but I'm going to be rear-wheel drive. So you had a Fox body that had their tires in normal place and then extras put out, which is our thumbnail. And then you had a new edge that had dualies inwards.
Right, tubbed and cut for it.
I gotta say, they did better than what I expected. Those things, they're on to something. It's just so gray area. After this, everybody's like, we're gonna have to make, we can't make this a thing, but...
I mentioned this before.
But good, that is ingenious. You are not breaking any rules. You're not using the bigger tire than that. You are using the tire you're supposed to use. It's still a rear-wheel drive. You didn't say how many tires I could have on my rear-wheel drive.
It's all-wheel drive.
It's very much
it's still rear-wheel drive.
in the spirit of Smokey Eunuch.
All
You
the
said
rear-wheel
I
drive.
had to have a 20-gallon fuel tank. You didn't say how big the fuel line had to be.
And that's why he held 2 gallons of fuel just in his fuel lines.
Right.
And his roll bar was actually hollow, where his fuel lines went through his roll bar. So he ran out of gas in his tank, but he still had 4 laps left in him.
Look at that, by the way. Look at that.
Oh, the hazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we were talking about it just a little bit before the show, and the thing is, I had this idea back, what was it, 2022 or something, when I bought the
Barth.
I bought a Barth motorhome, that old 72.
It's on our it's on our channel.
It's been there.
It's actually
It's our highest viewed video.
That's fantastic.
Almost 30,000 views
that's
on that.
incredible.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
That I abandoned. It's all
that
my
vehicle
fault. I'm sorry.
Still have people comment on that, asking about it. We have 300 comments on there.
So impressive. As when I got that thing,
if you want to buy another one, please do.
That was the thing. You know, an old Chevy 402 in it, big block, and it had a 14 bolt. It was actually, that one had the first year that it ever came out on a model year. 14 bolt commercial in the back, which is easy to shorten.
It was a Barth
And
Royale.
I wanted to put it under something, strictly to make a wheelie car. Not even knowing now that I do, that it was within the rules to still race if you put small enough rims and tires on
You
it.
put a 26-inch tire on
But-
there, you're within your class. You're a 26-inch
Right.
tire.
And
It doesn't say how many tires you could have, which is the gray area that no prep guys go in all the time.
Right, and it's
And
understood.
we were talking
Yeah.
about the wings and all that. The wings ain't if you look at all of them, they're not mounted to the body. A chassis mount wing, but they have this separate one that you get going, it is forcing the rear end to plant to the ground for extra traction. That's genius. That is fucking genius.
It's one of those things where it's probably been done before, but it's just one of those engineering I guess you'd say marvels or whatever.
Yeah.
Like one of them was like, if we took that and attached it to the axle when you get going down the track and speed.
And yeah, we're getting that. And then it's one of those of, hey, I get this amount of traction with two 26-inch tires, like 10.5 26-inch tires doing this. What if I had four? There's nothing saying that I can.
Right.
Like there's nothing saying that. Like
it's like in the
it
old
just
days.
said I have to have that.
Yeah,
Well-
all-wheel drive cars have four tires
Exactly.
that are making it go that direction. So.
It's the scene from Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
Where hey, you can't change out the whole the brake rotors like that. I'm changing out the uprights, man. Tell me in the rule book where it says I can't change a part. Tell me in your little rule book where it says I can't change this.
And it comes again to Smoky Unix going, where does it say that I can't use, that I have to use this dimension fuel line?
Right.
Right.
That's just
it
like,
just said,
so-
this is my tank.
There was another
That's
one.
that.
There was another famous cheat in NASCAR. I don't remember what era it was in. I want to say it was in the late 90s. They were loading up the tubes on the roll cages on those cars with buckshot to pass weight at the beginning of the race, and then they would put a trap door in to open once the race had started. They would pull the little chute open, and all of it would fall out and roll to the infield grass. And the trick was, they put the chute inside the lift point for the car.
Mm-hmm.
So they would pull it in for tech inspection after winning the race, put it on a lift, lift the car up, and go,
punch
nothing to
can't
see
see
here.
anything here, because the lift arm would be covering the trap door.
And what was it? I love cheats. They call it cheats, but like if there aren't rules written, then it's not until it is later.
And it's like Jack Sand does all the time. It's a gray area.
Right.
Like it's
gray
not
area.
like.
I want to say this was Class B. It may have not been. I may be wrong.
You mean
but
Group B rally?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Group B rally. That most of their roll cages were made out of PVC pipe to change, to
that's
save
terrifying.
weight and that.
But
Also, we keep on buffering. Why do we
the
Yeah, I don't know
concept
what's up with
of
the
the
turbo.
tank in the rear to hold boost from the turbo.
Yeah,
so when
That
you
was
let go,
that
there
was the
so much
Group
high
A
pressure air.
Ford Focus rally car.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
So
see,
European
awesome. I
Ford
love
Focus
this.
had they show up and they've got US spec bumpers on it. And everybody's going, why the hell are they running US spec bumpers?
Right, where we have room for the 5 mile an hour bumpers and everything.
underneath
and,
the bumper. Well, this was
exactly.
in this is the early 2000s. They were
Okay.
composite bumpers, but they had the US spec bumpers on this car. Nobody could figure out why. They had built a tank underneath the
That's
bumper.
just so brilliant.
Here was the best part. So it was all restrictor plate related, right?
Right.
So they had restrictor plates on the turbos to limit the horsepower of the car.
Right.
That tank was being fed by the turbo after the restrictor plate.
Right. Exactly. So it's like
So
you
when
have
they
the
found-
worst lag
when
getting
they
into
found
the race,
it-
but once you're there, you
Yeah.
have power through
Yep.
all the
Right.
band all the time.
So when they found it, they were like, hey, you've got an air tank on here. Yes, and that air tank has been filled by the turbo that has the restrictor plate mounted correctly.
Correct.
Technically, we are
Exactly.
following the rules
Correct.
exactly.
Right.
Correct.
That
That's- I
air
love
came
that
through the
energy.
turbocharger that was all access through the restrictor plate. Nothing here breaks your rules. And they went, you're right. It's illegal now, but everything up until now, we're not
Right,
penalizing.
exactly.
You just reminded me, FIA is about to start.
Oh, yeah?
World Rally. Yep.
Well,
I'm so excited.
that also reminds me
WRC's
of
getting ready to start.
the guy with the Firebird. I think his name is also Brian. I think it's Brian Mitchell. The one that has had so many different engine combinations. Like, he literally changes his engine combination like he changes his underwear and that. But everything... Well, no, it can be a big block. It can be a LS. It can be a LS7.
Man's just got motors on carts ready for
You
the
know which one I'm
occasion.
talking about.
Yeah, I know. I know
Exactly.
who you're talking
You know
about.
what?
No,
He's
no,
invested
no, no,
to his
no,
platform,
no,
though, and
no.
I'm happy
So
for
much
him.
more, so much more.
He knows what he wants
No,
in.
he runs his car off of compressed air. He has 3 giant dive tanks in the passenger seat. He fills them up with compressed air. The thing doesn't run off of ambient air. It runs off, like, when he starts the car, it's running off of
The compressed
what's
air
in
tanks.
there.
That's
So it
insane.
is like negative air
I was gonna say,
temperatures
you can control
going
air
in.
temperatures and
And that thing runs amazing, and he can literally run a small block 350 base motor
at any altitude on top of that.
A big block, an LS, everything. He has run. I think he's up to like 170 different motors in the last like 8 years that he's running
That's
the
so
car.
fucking cool.
Turbo, supercharged, all that. But it's all run off of this compressed air system.
Interesting.
And it's amazing because it's all like he can fill, like he's got a giant, huge like mother bottle system in the back of his trailer, but with the 3 bottles that he has in the passenger seat, that can do an entire race weekend.
So
No,
he,
and that's
he could technically run this car on the moon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
fantastic.
seriously,
That's
seriously.
cool.
Well,
And I'm surprised you don't, like, there's been many. I'm really happy you know.
No,
like, what
I know
I'm
I
talking
do
about.
because I've seen him. I first saw him when he did the high altitude stuff.
Yes, and it's crazy
And
because
he's
he's
like,
not.
well,
He's not
he said the
dealing with
altitude
the
doesn't
altitude.
affect me.
It's
And then
all
I started
off of
going
what's in
into
the
like
car.
all of his build stuff and everything.
Yes.
I'm like, dude, that's brilliant
One
to come up with that and think about that.
So
like,
1320, not only with their normal videos, they have also started a podcast called Talking Shift, and that their third episode that they did was him on there, and it was an hour and 30 minutes. And I seriously go watch that, listen to it. It is amazing to listen to just the technology that this man has put into this car. He can go run small tire events, big tire events. He can go 5 something in an 1/8 mile, or he can go 8 something in the 1/8 mile. Like, he goes to all these events and like makes sure his car like will change the full motor, not even detune it, just go to a different complete motor setup and different even induction setup versus turbo, supercharger, all that for the event.
I'm
And
gonna have to
fucking
look
win
into this.
and
well,
win.
and the thing, like
and
so many
he's
people
crazy.
were like, they told him he was silly for doing it initially, and now all these people are wanting to know the exact system.
What's your secret?
Right.
He's like,
compressed air.
Compressed air.
That's it.
What do you mean? Let me
Yeah,
show you.
he's got like
That kind of
30,000
thing,
psi of air in the thing, and that's enough to run the car for
That's
full,
crazy.
full
Well, the thing is,
throttle,
when you
everything.
run Kevlar tanks too and everything, it really doesn't add a lot of weight.
No.
Right.
It really doesn't. And you can
Not for the control you're getting.
Miata.
You know,
Miata.
like yeah.
and that's the thing. He's able to dial in. He knows exactly his
Right.
excuse me, barometric pressure, everything. His
That brings
temper-
tuning to a whole different level.
Yeah,
Right.
his air intake temperature. What's like so the ambient air coming in, like it's not what's outside. It is literally this
you have a
temperature.
standard
This,
at that point. You can
Yes.
really tune at that point.
and
Yeah.
he is a genius when it comes to that shit, and it is
Well, it's
wonderful. Like just to watch that is it's
It reminds me.
crazy.
That's what he was. He was mentioning about meth injection,
Mm-hmm.
and that like
Because he was also running that at one point, but
Correct,
it got to the
but-
point to where everything was freezing over
yeah,
because he
so
was using that.
he wanted more control than meth injection would provide, and then he came up with literally like him and a couple of his friends I think came up with a system.
They were drunk one night, and he's Canadian, so
And-
it was drunk one night. Just
Ignorance,
Yeah.
like just the most ridiculous thing you wouldn't think of, and it works.
he
so
also
well.
so he did a test hit at the Cletus event, and it was $500. He came with $500 in rolls of quarters, nickels, and pennies. They said $500, and it literally weighed like a
Damn Canadian
100-pound
people.
box that he
Yeah.
put. He's like, it is $500. And he's like, no, it's not. He's like, yep, here you go. And Cleese is like, well, we always need change for our event. So he's like, I'm actually really excited for this.
I don't gotta go do a change order at the bank. Let's go.
Yeah, but a whole fucking box of change and all that. But yeah, no, that the whole non-prep stuff is just, it's nonsense. I'm here for it because it's just, it reminds me of old school NASCAR. It is just straight. That is figuring it out, bootlegger stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It is just.
Yep.
What can we do to make our cars go faster? This is the rules. Well, you said we could have a wing. You didn't say that it had to be mounted to the chassis. It could be mounted to
What?
my actual rear axle.
You said I had
You
to
know,
run small tire. You didn't say how many small tires I had
Well,
to
and
run.
you know,
like that. That's
when it all boils down to it, not for nothing, I think that's kind of what the sport should be about.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it should really, because, like...
You can't be mad about that. If you get beat by a 6-tire car and
But
like
you're building a car within a certain specification, but everybody has their different way of building it to said specification.
Everyone's trying to find fastest.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know what I mean? No matter what the rules are.
And I honestly,
we're
I think
trying to find fastest.
I think it's
set to
honestly
those rules.
like beautiful. It's honestly
Right,
like a
exactly.
really amazing thing.
Like we wouldn't have any of these cheats in any of these racing enterprises
if people didn't think
unless
outside
people
the box.
wanted to go faster in the parameters that they are given.
And it's just like it's an amazing capability of human beings that we can come up with this kind of weird, wacky, random things like this.
Sure.
And that it works.
Because seriously, who's sitting there going like, oh, I have to use, a 26-inch tire. Okay. Who would go, maybe I should use 4 instead of 2.
Right
Like,
now. Like, so it's like we're sitting like, hey, listen.
Can I
if
add
I
on-
put another
that's
set
the-
of tires on this.
But you have to add on like the extra stress of that. So like you're extending the axle, like you're already stressing an axle.
So now you got to come
much.
into like bowing and braking and
yeah,
figuring
like,
out how to
you're
get past
gonna
that and
like-
everything.
And being able,
It's really cool.
to do that.
Well, on top of that,
without
you
snapping
can't
an
just
axle.
call up AutoZone and be like, hey, so
yeah.
I need an extender axle for
Exactly.
26-inch drag tires.
You can't just do that.
You can't just have that on hand. That's got to be custom-made stuff.
No,
Yeah.
that's when you go, hey, Russell, you got a lathe, I know. Right? Can I use your lathe this weekend? I got some
Right.
weird stuff I got to figure out. Like,
Some weird shit I gotta fill.
Literally, like that's that. So like I commend them. Like that is.
no, I do too. I think it's fantastic.
Like I know, in the next couple of races it'll probably be not allowed and all that. But also look what they did. Hey, remember that little bit of time during Formula One you had?
Well, we're
No.
in a content-heavy era. For the sake of content, they might just let it fly.
Not even with that. Remember the era of Formula One? You had those 6-wheel Formula One cars. right?
Atrocities.
No,
they looked
yeah,
so bad.
no.
But they were
the Lotuses
Yeah,
where you
they
had
were
the
great.
4 tires in the
On the
back
front.
and you had the little tiny like 10-inch wheels up front.
No, it
And that-
was two. It was the
It was-
little the 10-inch tires up front.
up front.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
And
the
then
back
the big
were
tires in the back.
Yeah.
and like all that, and then you had.
And they were still ripping down the track.
Well, yeah, you had that. Then you
Well,
had.
there
some
was
of
a
the-
reason for that.
That-
There was a very important reason for using those really small tires.
Mhm.
Wind resistance.
Correct.
Yeah,
That had to feel very weird.
You didn't have
driving.
a tire this big. You
Right.
had 2 tires this big, which cut through the air a lot better.
Right.
Right.
And then
Because
you had tires this
tires
big.
don't. People don't get it. Tires really drag, and then once you start driving big tire stuff,
Well,
like
and
for
when-
instance,
and when you have
37s
double
on, like
of it-
2500, that thing, dude, you feel it at 80.
Well, the
Let
thing
alone
was,
the
the
concept
thing
of
with
trying to
those
hit
little
160,
tires,
200,
200 miles an hour.
Here was the thing I loved about those little tires. The engineering that actually had to go into getting those smaller tires to work, because a tire this big spins at 1 speed. If you cut that in half, it's spinning at twice the speed,
Yep.
which
Right.
means twice the centrifugal force.
Right.
They had to figure out how to make tires that could withstand that
Right.
speed.
Yep.
And rolling from turning and everything, and
And yeah, they had to figure out how to make tires that could deal with those stresses.
that had to feel so weird to drive.
yeah.
That
That,
had
And
to
then
feel
on
so
top of
weird
that-
to drive.
They couldn't tell if one of the tires was flat.
Right.
They had to cut portholes in the front so the driver could look
Look-
through and be like, "Yep, the
Yeah.
tires are still doing all right."
but then you also had some of the cars that had 4 tires up front, also, and like
I
that
remember
it was in the
looking
Formula
into
One. It
this,
was like the
and,
Formula
yeah,
3s
It
and
was
all that.
older. I remember looking
Yeah.
into that, and they're actually those are really neat cars.
It's just weird. It is just completely weird. And then you look at some of the Can-Am cars that had, the giant spoilers sticking straight up.
An
that weren't even.
Corolla with a goddamn,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3-foot wang in
Yeah.
the back, which
The
is a
Corolla.
gnarly comes up.
And it's one of those. It's not even like tilted back. It is just.
No, it's
Up.
and it's just it's an airplane
that
wing
Yes.
and down.
Yeah.
Small block Chevrolet V8
Yeah.
with individual velocity stacks coming out
Yeah,
with
boy.
the high RPM screaming purest
So
engine.
it's basically at this.
Underrated time of racing.
It's basically
by
at
the
this
way.
point. So we had a good area. Well, we had an area between the late the late 80s to about now, where you had drag racing setups were pretty much standard, and now we're back into the funky stuff. So we're almost back into where
We're coming full circle.
Well, yeah. So we're almost back into where it was, Don Garlich's coming in. Everybody had front engine dragsters, and he lost half his foot and all that with some of the stuff. And he's like, you know what? Instead of sitting on top of the rear axle and the engine being in front of me, I'm gonna put it behind me, a little bit safer. And then goes crazy and all. So like we're onto that to where it's like, hey, this can go faster, a little bit safer. Let's go.
Yep.
Like, let's go.
Yeah, I am curious to see what racing turns into for the future. I mean, as what the past can show us and how wild we got.
Well, when
the
you
future's
think,
gotta be
when you think about it, we're coming into what the mid '70s were. We're done with the 69 to 71 high horsepower muscle car thing. Sure. We had 2013 to 2020.
We are in a second renaissance of horsepower,
but it's a different way.
We are in a sense of like think about right now, right? A 500 horsepower car is your bog standard car.
Yeah, it's
like 200 horsepower.
It
is nothing to make a 1,000 horsepower these days.
Yeah, but that's an that's an all electric car, or the 500 horsepower is a hybrid Odyssey.
Well, no, you can lease a G80 BMW M3 for not that much money. And you can put bolt-ons in a tune and make 800 wheel horsepower.
That's what I'm saying.
For not that much money.
Yeah, but good luck getting your lease back because
800 horsepower is.
Well, that's the thing is you got to think too. A lot of the people that are doing this, they really don't care. Yeah. They don't care about voiding a lease or anything like that.
Yeah,
just throw it back in.
Us. We can't do that.
Yeah,
we can't do that.
What I'm saying is in the sense of my Mustang made 300 horsepower. Okay,
300.
And your Ranger.
That was big power in 2008.
And your Ranger.
My Ranger makes almost that horsepower.
Without any of the stock.
Make more with a tune and a downpipe and an intake kit.
It's one of those. The Expedition makes only 20 less horsepower than what the fucking 5-liter does.
Exactly.
And she won't let me tune it.
Come on! We're in that horsepower renaissance right now, where 1,000 horsepower builds are nothing.
Oh yeah, no.
These days an LS with two big turbos is making
a junkyard LS. That's
junkyard LSs are banging out 2K dyno.
My
poles.
O2 is $2,000 away from being that. It's.
I know, but it's one of those I'm at the point to where I show me that 300 horsepower Fox body that has $1,000 into it that is doing a almost 14-second run. That sounds like it's chopping down fucking trees. I want that one versus the 1,000 horsepower.
I'm with you.
Is a fun car to
I'm
drive.
with you on that.
And you can drive that car every day.
Yeah,
That's
it's funny because back in the day.
I
Back in the day, people had 1,000 horsepower car. You're like, holy shit! That's 1,000 horsepower.
Dude,
that's an 8-second car. Oh my god! He drives that on the street.
Back in the day, it's like, holy shit! You have 450 horsepower. Dyno proven 450 horsepower.
No,
and you don't have a fucking cage.
Yeah,
are you crazy?
Are you crazy? I remember a time GTOs coming out with 400.
Well, no, not even that. Buddy of ours that still has it. 93 Fox body convertible, 347 stroker with a centrifugal supercharger on it, 452 the wheels, no cage. We're like, you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid.
I had a 93 Trans.
Nowadays, there's Honda Odysseys that make that power from the factory
with hybrid technology, getting 40 miles to the gallon, and we're like, oh god, where's your roll cage, man?
It's like the new Toyota Tacoma hybrid has 470 horsepower.
Right.
And it doesn't actually weigh that much. And it moves.
Right.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It really is.
Bro, 400 horsepower is
It's
EV9
nothing.
power.
It's nothing now. It's nothing now.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
one
not
of those,
gonna
I
lie,
get into my
my
Fox
Camaro-
body, I'm like, 200! Get into the fucking Fox body now, and it's one of those, like, his EV bike makes more fucking power. I'm like, god damn, like...
This dude on an e-bike on the sidewalk's beating me.
Beating me to 35.
Dude, I can spin first gear, slap second gear,
Grind
crunch
third.
the third
Say
gear,
I
and my
had-
mini bike is like,
I had
let's
a
go,
72
yeah.
Beetle that could beat fucking anything to 35 miles an hour. Like, I mean, I know everything would beat me past the point us
Yeah.
reaching 35 miles an hour, but that is one thing that I absolutely loved about old slow cars.
Oh, I'm
is
I'm
that they are geared to like get up to speed. You know,
I'm
like
pretty sure with the mini bike I could beat his car off a roll. Well, not a roll, on a dig. A dig to 30, I think I might be able to beat him.
I want to see that.
There's
We can just
my
throw it in the
opinion,
back
though-
of the Porsche and bring it to Lightfoot City,
I-
and then just put them next to each other.
I might be
Do
able,
it.
I might be able to beat the Camaro on a 0 to 30.
His
I got
mini
like
bike does rip up to 30
I
pretty
got a
goddamn quick.
256 gear in the first gear, and that I will say will get me up fast.
And you got to
But
remember
it
that
really
that
should
block's
be
held
lower.
together with JB Weld, basically.
Shut up!
So-
It's only for the starter.
Have you
Leave me
seen
alone.
mine?
You still got a block held together with JB Weld.
That is
so.
true.
It's better than
It was quick steel, but
By JB Weld brand.
I still
Right.
feel like there's a place though in our lives for slow cars that are fun to drive fast.
oh,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Well,
'Cause I was thinking about that
always-
earlier. I was
always
like,
will be.
Still, like one of the most fun cars I ever had was my
The
my
Rio.
06
The
Spectra.
Spectra, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
My
Because
Del
it
Sol.
didn't matter where you were, you could always drive
With
at
your foot to the
10/10
floor.
foot to the floor,
Right.
revving out,
Exactly.
you know, first, second,
and
third
still get
gear.
30 plus miles of the gallon.
Because you
Yeah.
weren't
Yeah.
breaking the speed limit. And
Right.
you could just
You were
go
banging
ham.
third gear, going 48.
That and cops don't mess with slow cars.
No.
They really, even if you're like banging it out, getting up to 60, they're like,
Dan,
man,
Dan can attest to this. My first Mustang, first
Old
gear,
blue.
literally smoking a tire, first gear, second gear, third gear. We're going downhill by Walmart. I am now hitting 55 miles per hour.
Woo! Yes.
Floating valves that one barrel carburetor could not keep up.
Yeah.
Everybody's
shaking
passing
like
him.
the Columbia.
Yeah,
Everybody's
on the edge.
passing him, too.
And I'm like, yeah, let's go. But you know what? I had so much fun because, yep, 20 miles per hour. and then I would stop at 55 miles per hour. No, like the car wouldn't go anymore. It would just,
to the floor
it would
still.
just, and you hit everything floating, just like, cool. AC worked, but I couldn't turn it on because then I only did 40.
The lost power.
No, I only did 40 when I did that. Downhill.
See, but when you were driving one of those cars, it felt like you were commanding the USS Enterprise.
Oh, I
Divert all power from life support to forward
go.
thrust.
Yeah.
Turn off AC.
Oh, Dane felt all 88 horsepower on that.
I love you guys, but I gotta stop.
Okay.
Next weekend I can do later. Fine.
No, yes. No, that's fine.
This is my last Saturday working, so.
Woohoo.
Thank
And
you guys for watching.
And stay tuned because additional shenanigans may or may not be occurring.
I don't
Love
know
you
what's
long
going
time.
on with their hands. Oh, God. Hey, fan, watch out. It doesn't have a shroud.
He's been having fun with it.
Yeah, it's all fun and games so you lose a tip.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back
All right,
in 2
bye,
weeks.
guys.
Stay tuned, guys. Like, subscribe.
Stay tuned.
Hang
and
out. Hit
we'll
the
be doing
bell.
stuff.
We're here and.
I still got like an 8-hour video I need to edit. And
Wrong
that.
button.